Welcome back to day 2. Today we have a look at how you can capture ideas in a very neat and readable way. And you might think now, why should I care about neat and handwriting? People can read my handwriting. Well, I tell you something. I believe when you come to a workshop room and see a nice canvas prepared with welcoming the people and having maybe the first leading question on the board with post-its the people can put on there, it feels very welcome and appreciated of their time. It is something they say, oh my gosh, did you do this? Is this done for me, for us, for the team? Wow! This is the point where you create a base connection layer that holds you through the whole day. Visualizing prepared for others is a key for great collaboration. So it appreciates their time, shows respect that they made the time. It's a super important thing to hold the whole day together. And when then some difficult conversations come up, you have the right setup, you have the right preparation that holds the room, holds this conversation together in a nice way. So I hope you enjoy this short video about how you write neat and readable. Hey guys, welcome back. This time again with our lovely friend, the pencil, and a big one. It's called number 1, but it's a bigger tip. That's what I mean. It's around the 4mm chisel tip, and it creates a bold line that I show you in a second that helps us to be readable also from the distance. So flip chart, room size, maybe 10 meters. With a marker like this, you're still very readable if you write with me in the same similar style that I do now. Well, the first thing we do is we create a guideline. Let's have a look that I'm not leaving the page roughly. Okay, somewhere from here, a guideline across. And I also put a guideline on the top to see the size of my writing. It gives me a bit of guidance. And now I do something that's the middle guideline that helps me. It's not in the middle, it's a bit higher to help me to get a neat writing. You will see in a second. So my suggestion is that you practice very readable handwriting. In the beginning, only for the headlines of your flip charts and of your pinboard writing and whiteboard writing, because there you can prepare those things beforehand, before the meeting, and bring the flip chart paper to the meeting or to the workshop. And so you're not under pump. You can relax and just enjoy preparing this. So keep that away from you as long as possible. No pressure, just enjoy. Very carefully, very slow. I turn the pen. I'm writing a headline as a reminder for you who use this and practice in the headlines first. You might notice I'm pressing very hard again. Those markers here, they really are made for that. They are very robust, and it actually gives you a lot of control if you press harder down, not too much like be stiff in your hand. It's more like pressing vertical down hard. That gives you control. So head, line, and E is missing. Slowly, and it's done. So as a remember for headlines. And as you remember also from the arrows, we have some white space here, and we lock this in by putting a dot here. And now this distance we need to apply here. So roughly vertical down here, and now horizontal. Same white space from this edge roughly, and yep, and then roughly here. Okay, and then I combine those dots, connect the dots, guys. Again, now I'm turning the pen again sideways, pulling the line down slowly, Marcel, remember, and slowly across as well. It takes a bit of practice, and we practice this together in the training class. Oh, by the way, guys, if you really enjoy like slowly practicing icons and taking carefully line by line, we have a specialist for that in Australia. Danny Lowe, our trainer and head of Australia there, is doing an amazing job. He created a training called Visual Scrum. I put it in the show notes below here and in the email. He teaches, if you work in an agile field or in a Scrum field, he teaches the 10 most important Scrum icons step by step, and he takes his time. And it's really nice, line by line, you follow him, and it's pure joy. It just, if you like to slow down a bit and learn something while you do that, it's a very small price. It's only $100, so it's one of our micro teachings. And yeah, enjoy. I put this in the show notes and Danny does a great job there. So headline is done. What you can do also is to make it a bit nicer, we could create here like color in this edge and this edge. It looks a bit then like those simple whiteboards you can buy at Officeworks or other shops, Staples and so on. You have a nice edge, and those ones are a bit more round edges like this, because it's like made of plastic, I guess, I think. So following that line a bit. Et voila, so you have your headline done in a nice frame. But let me recap what I did. First thing we did was guidelines. And I did a guideline here and also here. But also on the bottom here, there's another guideline. So it helped me to stay on the same height that I chose for this font. Another thing, so this is step one, guidelines first. And now the second thing that I want to mention here is slow down. So don't let the people push you in a training where you are under pump and you don't have the time to write something neatly, and you basically can't control the speed of the conversation. My suggestion to you is when you are asked to visualize ad hoc, then you hand out post-its to the people and give them a first guiding question. And while they think and write post-its, you can actually get a flip chart, fresh page, and create the headline in the style we just did. Because then you have enough time to do it. And when you are done with the headline, you say the time box is over, which probably takes you around 5 minutes. It's a good time box. And then you put the flip charts up, post-its up under your nice headline you prepared for them. So make the other people busy, don't make yourself busy. Tip number 3, preparation, prepare. Slowly, prepare. As I said already, prepare those flip charts if you can beforehand, or then slow down and do it carefully in the room and make the people busy. But also for every letter, slow down, letter by letter. Those are only 3 tips: guidelines, slowing down, and preparation. We do many more tips in the classroom, or in the remote classroom as well. But it's like the most 3 or the 3 most important tips I can say. Okay, so, and we practice other fonts and those things, but for now I think this is good enough to get you started. Repeat what we did here, play with your guidelines a bit, and yeah, enjoy. And I hope this was useful. All right, I hope you enjoyed this short video about how you write headlines nice and neat and readable. And we see us tomorrow with the next episode about how you draw Younito figures. See you tomorrow.